So I'm back in for another investigation. It was tough getting in as well. Place is freezing, snow everywhere, freezing cold night. It was tough climbing the vegetation on the other side, but here I am to carry out another investigation tonight. Beautiful winter night, January. As we can see, the sun's dropping, lovely winter sunset. So I'm going to go into my usual place and start my investigation. Unsurprisingly, the place has been open. It's full of footprints everywhere, which is a shame. Maybe if I'd have got here a couple of days back when the snow first hit, it would have been quite spectacular being here, virgin snow ground. But anyway, interesting as well, when I came up the other side, the amount of fox prints. Foxes everywhere. So they've been making loads of little tracks and things, so they've been busy. So I'm going to get set up. It'll be dark, fully dark probably in 30 minutes. I'm quite excited. It's been some time since I've done an investigation. Tonight I'm going to crack on. Hopefully get some activity. It's a bit windy, a bit stormy. There's a big northerly sea running through at the moment, and it's brought obviously a storm, wind down from the north. But I'm going to go into my usual area, which is, and I should go somewhere else tonight. I know I should, but I'm going to go over here, into here, and set the equipment up. And I'm going to spend maybe 2 hours here tonight at least. I might even come down to this section here. Depends how I feel. It is going to be freezing cold, that's for sure. But okay, crack on. Okay, right, I am all set up. I've got the equipment out. There's a few spots here where it's a little bit windy, so I've had to put the equipment in areas which are going to give me the least chance of a false positive as possible, but I think I've done that. But there are some gusts coming down from like the northwest, so you see my REM pod has just gone off, and I always put it in that spot. I'm going to have to check. It's gone off again. Right, what I'm going to do is a test to see whether this is a false positive. I've got a slight feeling that it might well be. So it's going off. Let's just see. Is it moving? I'll try to keep that as still as possible. Is someone with me tonight? Now, this is where, on some of the stillest nights I've done investigations here, this section is where the REM pod has been triggered. Now, I don't think there's any wind impacting this, but I'm not saying there couldn't be something wind related, whether it's a tiny gust. But it didn't appear to be moving to me there, so I'm going to check the video when I get back and see. But this has triggered a lot in this spot on some of the stillest nights that I've been here. And I don't think that's wind. So I've got equipment here that's been... If that's wind, if that was wind, I would see it. If you're with me tonight, can you give me another sign? Could you give me another sign? If you are with me, can you show yourself in a different way? Okay, well, I don't know what to make of that. There is no wind here where I am, so. And sometimes when I've done investigations here, it's happened very early from the get-go. REM pod activity and then nothing across the rest of the night, so. If you're with me, can you trigger something? Can you show me another sign? Could you stand next to me? It just seems really strange why that is going off so intermittently. Anyway, I was trying to do an introduction video just to explain what. Okay, so I assume you are with me tonight, yes? Because I know every time I've come, you've always shown yourself to be here by using this. Is that a yes? So you are with me? There's no wind. Are you standing near me? Okay, well my light is about to go dead, so I'm going to pause the video for a little while. Red lights come on. I should have charged it before I came out, but I didn't. So anyway, I've got various equipment set around in some really sheltered places, and I'll see what happens. But this might be quite a short video tonight because without a light. Okay, anyway. Okay, so I've turned on my infrared and I'm going to have a little look around. There's been no more activity since my GoPro, my last GoPro video when the REM pod was being triggered. There's been no further responses, nothing else has been triggered. Like I said before, I've got various equipment situated. I've got let me see, a couple of spirit balls on these gravestones, and I've got a couple of things as well. There's another spirit ball inside this little alcove, I believe. God knows how I'm going to find them all, but so yeah, variously scattered around. Like I say, the REM pod, and you can just make out the light of the EMF meter as well. And there's also a spirit ball just above that on previous occasions has been thrown off, again on really still nights. But it's interesting that REM pod, this has happened a few times now. I can't feel the wind coming from this direction, coming off the sea, but the blades of grass are not moving at all. So I'm going to settle in, I'm going to tuck myself away in this corner, and I'm going to try and sit in silence for 10-15 minutes. Triggered again. Could you communicate with me again? If you are here, could you try a different way to communicate with me? Maybe say something, trigger one of my other devices, my other tools. Are you buried in that spot? Is that why you keep showing yourself to be over here? Is this where you were laid to rest? Do you know the person that was laid to rest here? Could you try give me one more sign if you are with me? So you are with me. You are with me right now. Do you want me to stay? Are you happy with me being here? Are you the same man that showed yourself on the video that I took the first time I came? Are you somebody different? So perhaps I'm inclined to conclude that the REM pod, that was false positives. I think it was very slight signals from the wind. and it's a little windier than what I thought. I think there was definitely some chance of tiny gusts coming through some of these doors and windows. So yeah, I've moved it and it hasn't gone off since. Or this place is where it normally is the active area, right on top of that gravestone. So two explanations. One, it's a false positive and it was wind, small gusts that were being channeled around inside. You can feel it here. I can feel it here quite strongly coming from the west, and there's a good chance here that has got up as well. It's got a bit windier. Or perhaps the less likely, especially tonight, is that is an active area. Now in the past, as I've stressed hundreds of times, on still calm summer's nights without a whisper of wind, that has been super active. So that area, that gravestone area. So anyway, it is freezing cold. I'm staying out for a bit longer. I'm only doing these, I'm hoping to pick something up on these videos in the background. I might have a bit of light left for a spirit box session. If not, I might have to get my torch on, but I will do a spirit box as well. I wasn't sure before whether I saw a black shape move over the light on the EMF meter. I don't know whether it was just my imagination, but it just seemed to be obscured by a black shadow of some description moving over it. Probably just something playing a trick on me, but it's happened a couple of times over here. Anyway, I'll come back if anything good happens. So there has been no more activity. So I'm gonna put that down to a false positive before. As much as I want it to be indicative of something in that gravestone area, I just can't see it as being that tonight. Maybe that little bit of wind might have just upset the equipment, but so far there's been nothing on the spirit balls, nothing on the REM pod as on the EMF meter, as there never seems to be. It has just been quiet and very, very cold. Possible shadow might have seen in the corner of my eye over by the EMF, but no. Everything has been super quiet. I've done a spirit box off camera and nothing came up. There's been nothing. The only thing coming up is the moon, which is due up very soon, so I'm actually that'll shed a bit more light on where I'm at. And then what I'll do is I'm going to stay and make a few more videos until the battery goes dead on the GoPro, then probably call it a night. I'm just hoping I get something tonight. I'm stood here, just trying to immerse myself in the place, but nothing really. I had to walk down through these ruins here. And again, nothing came up. There was nothing in the area that felt a bit strange. If you are with me tonight, can you try to give me another sign? I just saw something flash. If you're with me, can you show me that you are? In any way, you can say something, you can come and stand near me, you can trigger some of the equipment. If you're with me, could you trigger the equipment over here? Well, as we can see, the moon has come up beautifully, shed so much light over the snow and illuminated so much more of the grounds. I don't think the camera will pick up exactly what it looks like, but it's yellow, it's beautiful. And there goes my camera, so camera light I should say. So I think that's going to be the end of the investigation now, sadly. It is freezing cold, it's well below zero. There hasn't really been any activity that I'm comfortable with saying it was activity, but it was good to get back out. And I'm just going to have a little walk through these grounds. I really hope there's enough light to pick up some of the structure of the buildings and things. I don't want to get my torch on, but it really is quite special. But it just feels another one of those nights. It can be like that here. It can just be flat. Then other times it can be quite frenetic. But the last few sort of investigations I've done here have been on the flat side. But that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'll walk back into the investigation area, willing it on that something might get triggered, but no luck. And there she goes, behind the clouds.